talking about today. I'd like to move on to our second speaker, who is a Qigong master, Dr. Qilove. I feel very humbled that you have joined us today. Also known as Dr. George Love. I don't know if any of you know who the doctor is, but in context, yes, you do. Reverend Dr. Wai Ching Lee knows. She's very excited to be sharing space with him today. He's a renowned Qigong master. What I love the most about his practice is how he's tied in the African spirituality in a very American way, you know, which is through hip hop. That cuts so deep to me, because sometimes we need to meet people where they're at, you know, and if you're going to introduce Qigong to a bunch of teenage African American kids, hip hop is surely the way, you know, not even just kids, but adults, but even everyone around the world, because I think he's added an element of fun and dance to it that makes it feel like home, especially for someone that's African, you know. I mean, even people in Asia are loving him, you know, because I love how he still honored the practice. It's not like he bastardized it. He made it more accessible to people. He made it more fun, and that's a beautiful thing. Dr. Qilove, and we're very grateful today to have you here. Very, very humbled. There's a very exciting video that I was hoping we'd play.
This is why I'm hot, cause I do Qigong. This is why you're not, cause you are not strong. I'm strong, cause I do Qigong. You're weak, cause you get no sleep. I'm strong, cause I do Qigong. You're weak, cause you do not breathe. If you love your lungs will love your heart. When you love your lungs, your chi will start. When you do your breathing, your chi starts to flow. Cultivate your chi and your energy grows.
So it's 4:30 in the morning here.
Stand where you're supposed to stand, son.
Okay. All right. Can everybody see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All right. So what we're going to start. Thank you. So what we're going to start with is anatomy and physiology, heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi. And for some reason,
Technical difficulty.
it's too early in the morning for us.
Listen. Hold on. Right.
Shake your hand, show me what you're working with. Now from the sky, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now from the sky, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now from the side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now from the side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now shake them to the side, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now shake them to the side, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now shake them up. Move your cheek. Shake them up. Show me what you're working with. Shake them up. Move your cheek. Shake them up. Show me what you're working with. Now lean back. Now drum your side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your lungs side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lean forward. Now drum your kidneys and your adrenals. Qigong side to side. Now drum your kidneys and your adrenals. Qigong side to side. Now drum your chest, side to stomp. Qigong side to side. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now sacral pump side to side. Qigong side to side. Now sacral pump side to side. Qigong side to side. Now right hand Jing. Left hand Qi. Left hand Qi. Right hand Shen. Left hand Qi. Right hand Jing. Right hand Jing. Left hand Qi. Right hand Shen. Left hand Qi. Jing. Qi. Shen. Qi. Jing. Qi. Shen. Qi. Jing. Qi. Shen. Qi. Jing. Qi. Shen. Qi. Heart. Lung. Liver. Spleen. Right kidney. Left kidney. Jing. Qi. Heart. Lung. Liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, lung, liver, spleen, liver, spleen, liver, right kidney, left kidney, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, lung, liver, spleen, liver, spleen, liver, right kidney, left kidney, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, lung, liver, spleen, liver, spleen, liver, right kidney, left kidney, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, liver, spleen, right kidney, left kidney, Jing, Qi, heart, lung, pay attention, liver, spleen, kidney, Qi, kidney, Jing, heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, Qi. Now surprise, Jing. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, Qi, kidney, 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 Jing. Blue Dragon, Qigong. So you just did is you went to Qigong school to learn how to tap into your heart, lung, liver, and spleen. Now, I want to get the gallery view. Can you get the gallery view for me?
For them?
Yeah, because I want to see them.
Okay.
So the issue is Lao Gong obviously emits qi, and every time you hit your organ, you're putting energy into your own organ. That's it. So as you put energy into your own organ, you're enervating that organ. Now, when you're a kid and you skin your knee, your mom rubs your knee, or you get a tummy ache, she rubs your tummy. She didn't go to Chinese medical school to learn how to do that. But we do it instinctively for others, but we really need to do it instinctively for ourselves, okay? So this is the first dance that we do just to wake everything up. Then the second dance is called the lymphatic swing, where you go up on your toes, bend your knees, and you rock back on your heels. So we're gonna, so up on your toes, bend your knees, rock back on your heels. Up on your toes, bend your knees, rock back on your heels. So the bottom of the ankle is the bottom of the lymphatic system. And the armpit is the largest lymph gland. But up until January 2018, they didn't know that the lymphatic system actually went into your brain. They made the assumption that it stopped at the base of the jaw. So this researcher in University of Virginia discovered there were lymphocytes in the brain that they previously had only known to be in the gut. So they have to rewrite all the medical textbooks to show that the lymphatic system actually goes into the brain. So as we do chin down, chin up, we're literally pushing chi into the brain. And as we do the arms up and down, we break up the stagnation in the trapezius, and we also open up the largest lymph gland, which goes into the breast and it goes into the lungs. So we're getting the lymphatic system to clean the lungs. And then as we rock back and forth with the calf raise, we get the secondary lymph glands in the groin, go down to the feet, and then at the bottom, we back flush the lymphatic system, but we get the calf muscles to literally squeeze the blood back up to the heart. In fact, the calf is called the second heart. So we do this for 3 minutes, 108 times, and we do this 3 minutes, 3 times a day, and that clears our lymphatic system. Now, most people sit 5 hours a day at work, and that's crazy. So you've got to stop at least once in the middle of the day and do this, and then you've got to also do it at night. So we could do this for 3 minutes right now if you want, which would be very interesting to do.
Yes, please. Let's do it.
Drum up your chi. Qigong drumming. Okay. Drum up your chi. Qigong drumming. Drum up your chi. Drum up your chi. Qigong drumming. Qigong drumming. So this one we're going to do the lymphatic system and the neuroendocrine system. So this lowers blood pressure because we increase the suppleness of the blood vessels in your wrist. Drum your lungs side to side. Drum your lungs side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your lungs side to side. Drum your lungs side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Drum your kidneys side to side. Drum your kidneys side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your kidneys side to side. Drum your kidneys side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your chest, side to side. Drum your chest, side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your thymus, side to side. Drum your thymus, side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your sacral, side to side. Sacral pump, side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum your sacral, sacral pump. Drum your sacral pump. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now drum up your arms. Drum down your arms. Drum up your arms. Drum down your arms. Drum up your arms. Drum down your arms. Switch arms. Drum up your arms. Drum down your arms. legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, drum your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, drum your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch your legs. Now drum your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, drum your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, drum your legs. 1, 2, now drum your heart, drum your lungs, drum your heart, drum your lungs. Qigong. Now drum your heart, drum your lungs, drum your heart, drum your lungs. Qigong side to side, Qigong side to side. Now slap your liver on the right, slap your spleen on the left, slap your liver on the right, slap your spleen on the left. Drum your liver, drum your spleen, drum your liver, drum your spleen, drum your liver, drum your spleen. Qigong side to side. Now drum your belly side to side, drum your belly side to side. Sickness, suffering, and death. Sickness, suffering, and death. Prevention is the only cure. Qigong cultivates my breath to live a good-free life and more. Asthma, allergies, diabetes, heart disease. Qigong is the only cure. Qigong lifestyle is for me, so I can be pain-free and do more. Old age, sickness, suffering, and death. Prevention is the only cure. Qigong cultivates my breath to live a good-free life and more. Asthma, allergies, diabetes, heart disease. Qigong is the only cure. Qigong lifestyle is for me, so I can be pain-free and do more. Pluck your thyroid side to side. Pluck your thyroid side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now pluck your thyroid side to side. Pluck your thyroid side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now pancreas poke side to side. Pancreas poke side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Now bang your hip bones, go to that bump. Bang your hip bones, go to that bump. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Make little hammers at your fingertips. Push the pineal side to side. Pineal push side to side. Pineal push side to side. Qigong side to side. Now memory brush side to side. Memory brush side to side. Qigong side to side. Now cranial tap side to side. Cranial tap side to side. Qigong side to side. Now put your thumbs on your temples. Pull apart your forehead. Pituitary pull side to side. Pituitary pull side to side. Qigong side to side. Pituitary pull side to side. Okay. So we've got pineal, pituitary, thyroid, thymus, pancreas, adrenals, and ovaries and testicles, which are the gonads. So telling you that you need to nurture and innovate all of your endocrine glands every day, you're not going to remember. But when I put it in a sequence, in a dance that's fun to do, you're more likely to remember to do it on a daily basis. Does that make sense for everybody? Now, the sternocleidomastoid muscle, the thyroid is underneath that muscle. And I say, go pluck yourself. I tell people that all day long. Go pluck yourself. Because the carotid artery supplies 3/5 of the blood to the brain. And when your neck is like this, from typing or driving, then you don't have enough blood to go to the brain. So that's why wow. Thank you. So the issue is, the more blood to the brain, the more oxygen, the more nutrients to the brain. That's what we all need. So we have to pluck the thyroid, which regulates body temperature and calcium, magnesium, and the rate that your body burns calories. That's what we call the metabolic rate. So that's why we pluck the thyroid. The thymus is where the immune system, the white blood cells from the bone marrow, go to the thymus gland for weapons and armor. So this is how we build the immune system. The pancreas regulates blood sugar. So if you put put your right hand directly underneath your breastbone, that's the exact size and location of your stomach. If you put your left hand behind it, that's the exact size and location of your pancreas. If you move the left hand to the left, that's the spleen, right hand to the right, that's the liver. So all those organs are right there. And then you have the diaphragm. So when you breathe out, the diaphragm pushes up against stomach, pancreas, spleen, and liver. So breathing is actually a way of massaging your internal organs. We forget that. And when you breathe out, when you breathe in, the lungs filled with air, the oxygenated blood goes out, and the diaphragm pushes down on the small intestines, the large intestines, the bladder, and the uterus. And I call the uterus the birth chamber. And if you think of it that way, then you want to do everything to continue to nourish and nurture your birth chamber during the day, not just when you want to get pregnant. So by putting this all in a sequence that's fun and silly, I hope you remember it. Okay, so should I ask for questions before I go to the next dance, or should I wait till the end?
I think if there are any questions, that would be great. There is going to be a space for more questions when we do the panel discussion with everyone.
Okay.
So I think let's rather go straight for the
Go straight
dance.
through. Okay.
Yeah, let's finish
straight
it.
for the dance. All right. Now I want you to imagine that you're 4 years old and you're playing in the bathtub. How big is the bathtub when you're 4? It's pretty big, huh? And mommy's not at home, so you're gonna splash. So the more you splash, the more you pump the lymph system. So as we age, the cartilage that holds the ribs to the breastbone starts to calcify. So if we do this every day, we keep that cartilage very, very young, and it doesn't calcify. And then our ribs can expand, and the more our ribs expand, we can increase the capacity of the lungs to hold air. And the more air, the more oxygen. So imagine a jar half filled with water, and you shake up the jar, you see bubbles. You let the jar sit, the bubbles disappear. So you have to keep shaking up the jar in order to see the bubbles. And the bubbles are our chi. So if there's any astute members of our audience, they will notice that that music is Shona music. So I try to infuse Africa into everything that I do when it comes to Qigong. So this should wake everybody up in South Africa, and Malaysia too, for that matter. So this also gives you strength and stamina. It builds Wei Qi, takes stress out of the trapezius muscles. And we say our emotions are trapped in the trapezius. Okay. So, there we go. So, this off. Okay, did anybody bother to record any of this? Is this being recorded?
Yes, it is being recorded.
Okay. So, so about 7 years ago, I had two of my Qigong students who were both from Montreal, and they both went to the same nightclub. And so they asked me at the end of the class if I could end the class with a dance, which we're getting ready to do next. And that was the first song I actually did. And then after a couple of months, they asked me to start the class off with a dance, which is one you already saw me do. And then over the next couple of years, I created 30 dances. And I got way more engagement, both online and in person, by making the Qigong fun. And then once I get them into the sphere, then I can slow them back into our original very slow meditative movements. So we have moving meditation, then we have walking meditation, we have standing meditation. So we have all of the traditional methods, but to get people just to get involved, we use the dance. So now we're gonna do the last dance. Qigong in your game, and your life will never be the same. Qigong is what I need so that I can breathe. Qigong is moving slow, even though my life is fast. Qigong makes me flow so that I can last. Give healing energy a chance. Express Qigong through your dance. Put your hands on your hips. Put your hands on your hips. Side to side, Qigong. Side to side, Qigong. Now move to the left. Side to side, move to the left, side to side, Qigong, side side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now move to the right, side to side. Move to the right, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now bend your knees and bend your flank, bend your flank, bend your flank, bend your flank, bend your flank. Now roller skate. Qigong, now roller skate. Qigong, now roller skate. Qigong, now roller skate. Now bend your flank, bend your flank, bend your flank, bend your flank. Now backward skate. Qigong, now backward skate. Qigong, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now Harlem shake it to the front. Harlem shake it to the front. Qigong, now Harlem shake it to the front. Harlem shake it to the front. Qigong, now Harlem shake it to the front. Harlem shake it to the front. Qigong, now Harlem shake it to the rear. Harlem shake it to the rear. Qigong, Harlem shake it to the rear. Harlem shake it to the rear. Qigong, now hands to the sides. And bounce down, arms to the sides. And bounce down, arms to the sides. And bounce down, arms to the sides. Now bounce down, fly to the sky. Qigong, now fly to the sky. Qigong, now fly to the sky. Now open your heart, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now open your heart, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now open your heart, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now open your heart, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now lift your lungs, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now lift your lungs, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now lift your lungs, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now loosen your liver, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now loosen your liver, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now the side. Now loosen your liver, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now rub your belly, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now rub your belly, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now rub your belly, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now rub your belly, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now bend from the waist, side to side. Roll Qi in your hands. Now clean your kidneys, side to side. Clean your kidneys, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Bend from the waist, side to side. Roll Qi in your hands. Clean your kidneys, side to side. Clean your kidneys, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now clean your spine. You've been warned, you've been told. Don't get sick, don't get old. When you get no sleep and do not bleed, it robs you of your energy. Find your joy, find your peace. Qigong, 7 days a week. Put Qigong in your game, and your life will never be the same. You want to make a change in your life, you got to give up the vice. Give up the wrong, the soda, and give up the coke. We got to change the way we eat, the way we sleep, and the way we treat each other. The way we treat each other. Qigong, make a better life for yourself. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Dr. Love. Thank you so, so much. I've been giggling the whole time, yet still feeling the chi at the same time. You're a blessing. You're such a blessing to us all. Thank you for sharing your work. And I hope it reaches far, you know. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for waking up so early as well and still bringing in the energy. We're very grateful for that. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and recognizing that dance is universal and that African dance actually is a healing dance. It's just that we've forgotten it. So that's
or a fighting dance. Or a fighting dance, which we're going to get to in the panel because I've got lots of questions for you about that. I'm very excited about all that input you're still going to bring in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.